Hey, welcome to our update video for July, starting out in August. Whoops. But we're glad to get this out to you. We have some exciting things coming up in this update video. I'm going to be starting off with our praises. The first big praise, we're in Florida and our move has gone so well. There have been some hiccups, I'm not going to lie. There have been some things that could have been really frustrating, but God has been working them out. And even the little bumps that we've had along the way have gone much smoother than we thought they were going to go. We still have a few little things that need to fall into place, like insurances and getting our car registered. So we're settled in and we're gearing up for our next phase beginning on Monday. Speaking of Monday, our kids start school on Monday. And our second biggest praise was that our property management company decided to bless the families in our community by providing their school supplies. What a huge praise. They were able to buy almost all of the school supplies that we needed. We only had to provide backpacks, lunch boxes, and headphones. We are so grateful for their generosity. We have been enjoying our time down here in Florida getting settled. We have been so thankful for the opportunity that we've had to kind of take a breather after a very busy May and June. This July has been the refreshment that we've needed. We've also been able to celebrate my birthday, which my uncle made me this beautiful table for our house, and I'm so excited about it. But this last month has been a great reprieve that we've needed from our really busy spring, and we're gearing up for a really busy fall. At the end of August, we get the privilege to go back up to Winston-Salem and have a send-off service at Grace. But the best part about that, and our last praise that we have, is that Logan has decided to be baptized. We are so excited to watch him as he takes this next step of faith and to show the world that he is a believer of Jesus.
Turning the page a little bit in our update, EBI has grown over 53% year to date compared to this time last year. And while that's based on book sales, yes, what that means is that more gospel-centered and theologically accurate books and resources are getting into the hands of Spanish-speaking believers that want to strengthen and deepen their relationship with God. Now that is great news for the kingdom. Fall is one of my favorite times of year. And since we moved to Florida, I was praying to God that I would at least get a little bit of that fall, beautiful color, of America in on our fall travels. Well, it just so happens that God answers prayer, and I get to be in Western New York every single weekend almost in October, and our fall schedule is packed out. So while we've taken some time to rest, recover, and move, coming up here in September and October, we've got our bags packed, and I'll be very busy this fall representing EBI on the road. But before I pack my bags, I gotta make sure one of these guys has enough ink, because we're gonna be printing out over 100 support letters to be mailed out this month. So if you're on this list, be on the lookout, because if we have your physical address, you might be getting a support letter from us this month. But speaking of mailing addresses, that also reminds me that we moved to Florida, and you might not have our new address. So if you would like that new address, comment down below in this video, and we'll make sure to privately send you our new mailing address. So in September, I have the opportunity to represent EBI at a conference. It's the Nacho Conference, National Conference of Hispanic Outreach. And it's just a large think tank of Spanish-speaking American pastors that come together and try to figure out how to best reach those in their community that speak Spanish. And what a better conference for EBI to be at. Number one, we can get these kind of books and resources in front of pastors and into the hands of pastors that might need them, or their communities might need them. But then I also have the opportunity to introduce myself, make connections, and begin relationships with these Spanish-speaking pastors that might want to have me in and let their church know about EBI as either potential support for the organization or for our family as we continue our journey here at EBI. So we're really looking forward to the Nacho Conference in September. So I finally picked up a book that somebody had sent me. And this is a good friend, actually, my best man at my wedding, who was a missionary himself. And he said, you got to read this book in order to get your mind right about raising support. And it was Steve Shadrach's The God Ask. And I've heard of this book from multiple different people. And I picked it up because he sent it to me. He loved me enough, cared for me enough. He sent it to me and I read it. And it has completely just changed the way I think about asking people for money, because I'm not asking for you to give me money. I'm asking you to step deeper into your relationship with God and honor and serve Him through your giving, through my work and my ministry. See, it's not about you giving your money for me. It's about you giving what is rightfully God's back to Him in worship so that we can use those resources to worship Him through the work of missions that we're doing. And that has just been a beautiful change of scenery for me and my mindset. We've all had moments like this, right? We're just kind of fried and we're just scrolling. Well, I was doing that in the middle afternoon one day, couple weeks ago, I think. And the Holy Spirit pretty much said, hey, if you're a marketing person, if you're a creator, how about you just start creating things? That's what I did 2 weeks ago on our Butlers to EBI Facebook and Instagram channels. I created some reels based off of Steve Shadrach, the author of The God Ask that we just covered. Well, he had 5 specific questions that he wants to ask every donor. And so I took those questions and I made them into reels. He had like 388% increase in watch time and a bunch of different likes and comments and more engagement than we ever have. It was like that God wink of, this is what we said we were going to do. We need to do it now and in the future. And I had been really kind of stuck in this rut of, I have to raise our support. I have to make the phone calls. I have to do all of the tasks, then that will provide me results. And there is truth to that, and those have yielded some results. But I can't deny who God has made me, and that's to create. And I want to create content that ultimately, regardless of what chair I'm sitting in, regardless of what state I'm speaking in, I want to create content that leads people closer to God or deeper in their walk with God.
Our first major prayer request is for our kids. They start school on Monday, and that is a big change. We're in a new state, we're at a new school. They haven't even met their teachers yet. That's later this afternoon. So please pray that in this adjustment, that they would grow not only in their knowledge of math and language, but that they would grow in their knowledge of Christ. As Jeff said, be on the lookout for the letters that we are sending out this month. Pray that God will use them in the lives of people who are wanting to help spread His mission through their finances. Now that we're settled down here in Florida, we are praying for better friendships, better connections with people in our community, and better connections with churches to help raise awareness for EBI and get us on our way to be able to start helping out. Our last prayer request is for this coming fall. There's a lot of travel, logistics, safety, and just that we have an effective ministry to all of the churches and the people that we're going to be meeting. Thanks for watching this video and being a vital part of our ministry. We love and appreciate you all. And hey, we might be in your side of the town soon.